Clip it. You gotta clip it.
Clip. We're back. Gotta do the whole and we're in. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We didn't break up. We're still outcasts here. We're separated but together. And brisket can't be the only thing that rests. Welcome back to the This Week in Barbecue show. We're not a podcast because you get to see these halfway decent looking faces. And so much more is coming down the pipeline and changing. I am your host, Rasheed Philips, and I don't know which way these guys are in, but coming up next beside me is Mr.
Bryan Hull.
There you go.
Because I've been told that I say my name as a question. Ron Burgundy. I'm Ron Burgundy.
It
Ron
always
Burgundy.
does end with a question. Like people ask, like, "Do you guys have cue cards?" I'm like, "No, I don't think he does." And following it up here is Mr. Big Sexy himself, Mr.
James Welch.
There it is.
Back in the seat.
There it is. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, get used to that voice. You may be hearing it even more. I can see you doing like a nice remake of Gargoyles. You could be
Yeah. Or, maybe they'll bring cops back.
If only. Ladies and gentlemen, we have got a lot to catch you guys up on. It has been a bit since our last touchdown, and there's been a lot of barbecue news, mayhem, and shifts that's occurring in the world. But we've got topics starting off from book tours to, sadly, rising beef prices to, can you believe someone tried to take out the barbecue snob himself? We'll get into that a little bit deeper, and can't start the show off without knowing what day it is. So let's hit it that way. Big Sexy, what day is it?
Man, you know what? It's been a while. I've never had it, but it is National Strawberry Rhubarb Pie Day. Yeah. First, rhubarb, you see it all over the place, right? Yeah. Have you ever had rhubarb pie?
No, I don't think I've ever been that down on my luck.
I've made it.
Have you? I don't.
Yeah.
You gotta be an inventive person to look at like a celery stalk and be like, you know what this needs? Some sugar and some fruit. And let's turn it into a pie. I mean, I was reading up on it. I've never had rhubarb pie before. Even the leaves are toxic. What are we doing? Why are we doing this to ourselves, right? But apparently, lots of people love it. Yeah, you go along those same lines as like, who's the first person that looked at a pork shoulder and said, you know what? Maybe if I just cook this for 12, 14 hours, it'd be something tasty. Yeah. Same thing with rhubarb pie, let's chop it up, put some sugar in it, because sugar makes everything a little better.
Yeah. I wonder if that started with like sugar, honey, or molasses. Like if it's one of those old timey, like we're not letting anything go to waste type of situations, just sweeten the hell out of it and let time do its thing.
Yeah. Except I'd hate to be that first person who ate the pie with the leaves in it. Yeah. That experiment sucks. But hey, National Strawberry Rhubarb Pie Day. Go out and get you a slice. Enjoy. It's all for you.
Where would we even go to get some rhubarb pie?
I have no idea. But apparently, B's house. He's over there whipping it up.
Once. And then I was like, I'm never using pink celery again.
That's fair. Let's kick it off here. Somebody tried to take out the barbecue snob, our man 100 gram, Mr. Daniel Vaughn himself. Apparently the meat's gone bad. Literally. Now, out of everyone on the face of the planet that you could serve spoiled, rotten meat to in the barbecue world, Daniel Vaughn is the last person I'd want to do that to.
Hey.
Kudos to him. He hasn't hit his full stride in petty, because I would have been blasting this place all over, especially if you guys read the article, which I 1000% suggest you do, as he describes that they were reluctant and hesitant and didn't believe him in regards to the meat.
Really?
If someone knows if meat's bad, again, it's going to be Daniel Vaughn.
Yeah.
And they didn't want to refund him for the money. So you want to serve me meat that can kill me and then have me pay full price for it and not refund me my monies? Nah, I would have had picket signs out front of your spot before the day was over. It would have been a whole
Absolutely.
thing. I would have said, X location is serving rotten meat.
Oh man, rotten
Yeah,
meat.
rotten meat. And it brought up a conversation and a thought. I'd like to hear from you guys because the article goes into depth. As I said, you guys should definitely, if you're listening, go check out the article on Texas Monthly. It is one of the free reads you can access. But do you think in these times, with proteins costing so much, are we going to start seeing more people ride the edge of servable proteins?
Oh man, I sure hope not.
Yeah, the lawsuit implications alone, no. Like the food safety concerns, all of that.
You
Like
would think,
you just
but
gotta.
I don't know.
Although you get somebody out there, you dribble enough sauce on it, and they serve up anything. But I just can't see I can't even see cooking raw like bad meat. Like it's just like it's. Mm,
You
Because
you
here's
know when pork and chicken are bad,
yes,
like
absolutely.
instantaneously.
Yeah.
immediately. So my thing is, how did it get past the cutter? How did it get past the cutter? How did it make it that far in the process? And
Something's
it
bad.
does come to a resolution. So I again, you guys go listen to it. But to make it through that many hands and
Hmm.
still hit a platter,
Right. Like you are at the end of the process at that point. You
yeah.
know.
There's a
Yeah.
whole place in Atlanta right now that's catching heck in Midtown, I think. Fish and Fin or something and Fin or whatever,
Okay.
where they had a 74 health score, got rescored and got a 70 because there were just so many violations as far as just handling food and what was being served and this and that. And it's just one of those, like, we said it, people are putting profit before pride,
Hmm.
and shortcuts start getting shorter, and that's when people can get sick.
Yeah.
Take it from someone who got deathly ill last year, from a restaurant. I was just like, it's not great. It's a horrible feeling. But yeah, reading this article was just one of those. It's times are too wild right now to be serving bad meat. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
No, absolutely. And I just don't see how you could do that in good conscience. It's just bad for business, bad for the I mean, it's bad for everybody. You
Bad for
know,
the craft.
bad for everybody. And I don't know. People
It's
pride before your pride before profit, right?
Yep.
Is that what we
That's
say?
that's it. Pride before profit, and it's got to find there's got to be an endpoint. That's all I'm saying. There just has to be some level of an endpoint. But we'll see. We'll see
You
where it
know?
goes.
Yeah, we will see.
What you got for us, B?
Well, there's a Leroy and Lewis book tour stop coming up in Atlanta, June 17th. Fox
I
Brothers West Midtown. Tickets are free. You can get a free ticket. Just go. I think it's either on Fox Brothers website. I'm sure if you follow Evan or Leroy and Lewis on Instagram, they'll have links there. So you can reserve a ticket. It's going to be like a happy hour book signing with some hors d'oeuvres. I think they're doing
Nice.
Texas chili Frito pie.
mm,
Um, and then Heart Barbecue in Kansas City. Their brick and mortar closed down.
yeah,
Um, but if you've seen it, they had someone came in and recorded it and kind of got the story, and the community kind of rose up and wanted to help them along. So they're working on a way to continue Heart Barbecue, just not in the current brick and mortar
Okay.
yeah,
store that they did have. Rent prices too high, finding people to work too hard. The beef prices again, cost of everything far too high. When pepper cost $1 an ounce.
yeah. It kind of that story, because I caught that and we shared it when it broke 2 weeks back, because they were talking about it all the way. Where was I? Where was I 2 weeks ago? They were talking about it in Memphis, actually, about harp. Um, and it reminded me of the Seinfeld episode where the pizzeria is going out of business and George and Jerry come in and they order like 2 pies, and the guy's like, "Oh yeah, 2 pizzas. Thanks for saving us. Where were you the last 20 years?" You know, the community always wants to stand up when the doors are about to close, and
Yeah.
I'm thankful. I'm sure he is as well. You know, $4,500 in 3 days. Okay, you know, but that's too little, too late. Better than nothing.
Yeah.
Absolutely, definitely better than nothing. But it goes to show how reliant we are on the community. And now that location is gone due to numerous circumstances, not just the community. But it's even more of a reason why we have to support our locals. And um, Jim and Nick's isn't hurting. Stop going to Jim and Nick's. Leave your sonnies alone. Go to your craft spot. Go to your smaller mom and pop barbecue spots. You know, they
Absolutely.
need it. Those guys have a board to answer to. These guys have, you know, kids and grandkids and, you know, so forth that, you know, they can know your name and know your order. And
Hmm.
it's
Absolutely. And why you going to Jim and Nick's anyway?
I don't know. It's the same reason people go to Texas Roadhouse. Yeah,
uh,
Rashid. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if it shows I'm looking at you, but I am looking at you.
yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's the honey butter biscuits. It's the honey butter. That's what it is. The honey butter.
Mm.
Like it's inoffensive. I don't know. Like
No, no. What do you got for us, James?
Man, listen, I know that we have hit this up, and the story about the spoiled meat and the oh my God, like how are people living? Things have just gotten so expensive. I'm trying to figure out, why do I need a food app, or why do I need an app to buy like groceries? You know what I mean? Like, why can't food just cost less? You got your grocery store card, you got your fast food card, you got your gas card, you got everything takes a membership card. And I remember back in the day where everybody had an actual card, even before they had the apps. You walk around with keychains with 10 plastic tags on there. One for your CVS, one for Kroger, one for Wright, one for your barbecue, one for your gas. Man,
One
listen,
for Eckerd's.
ah, just I'm managing all these cards just for like 10 cents of savings, right? It is insane. And then here's the thing, right? I had this thing kick off a couple of weeks ago. I had a little event up at the coffee shop, a little Sunday supper. It was real cool. But in prepping, I go to, hit my Costco up for some chicken. And let me tell you, first of all, zero chicken thighs. Zero chicken thighs,
Mhm.
nothing but organic. And you know how Costco, it used to come in the 6 pack? You
Yeah.
get the little fold over. Yo, dog,
The double, yeah.
there's no more doubles. They cut it in half. It was like I was buying single 3 packs of organic chicken when they used to come in twos, same price. Just I am so angry. Like, it is incredible, incredible. Half the quantity, same price. So I'm looking at all these like, is the loyalty programs really helping us? Like, do we really need that? It's just like a corporate tracking system, man. And I just, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Um, I think it's just to track it all, because one of the things that gets me, like, you know, Kroger will do those. All right, so the pork butt's 199, but if you clip this digital coupon and use the app and attach it to your account, then it's 159. Why can't you just give it to me for 159?
Right. Exactly. Just give it to me. I
Yeah.
mean, you already have my data. You got my card. No, like, I'm swiping my card. You got all my information.
Yeah.
Just give me the price.
I
Seriously.
it's everything is being tracked so much, and it brings it back to what's called dynamic pricing,
Mm,
where they're able to flex the pricing based on demand. So you could be shopping over in Alpharetta Kroger, and they're seeing, oh, okay, there's, you know, a lot of people are clipping this coupon. Let's go ahead and bump up Johns Creek prices 10 cents or whatever.
mm,
And
mm,
it's
mm.
just wild because so many things are happening where we keep getting shorted. We talked about it before, the cat who was showing that Johnsonville sausages and stuff were coming up underweight. Now, another bacon brand is also under scrutiny because their 12 ounces of bacon is weighing 10 ounces with the package.
I want to
Now
choke
imagine that.
somebody.
With the
Imagine
package,
that. With the package is 10 ounces. So imagine if they're slinging 1,000 cases, shorten them by 2 ounces. You know how much money they're making?
Mm-mm-mm.
It's crazy.
That is
Like,
insane.
you can't do a catering event for 100 people, but only feed 80 of them.
Right. I mean, you can.
You can, but there's going to be a problem for you. None of these big stores or these big companies, and I don't think our listeners know, like the majority of meat is controlled by 4 corporations. Damn
Mm-hmm.
what the label says.
Yep.
Do your research. Swift and Excel, all the same household family. Truly, like majority of your meats are 4 actual companies. Tyson, Purdue, it don't even matter. All connects back. So you're never winning. You're not set up to win.
We will never win. I mean, even if we uncover all the nooks and crannies and lift up all the rocks, uh, corporations will still find a way to suck it out your pocket to
It's
get you.
it's like what is it? The end of Men in Black 2, when Kay's like, "Oh, you still haven't really learned, have you?" And he opens a locker and realizes their world is in one locker inside of this massive transport station.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, come on, that's where we are. We're in that locker.
I don't know. I
uh,
just,
it it wouldn't be as bad if the apps weren't absolute garbage. Have
you
you
know
ever
what?
tried to like go and just open up the Kroger app, then search for the item you need because it's on a different aisle in every store? Then you try and find, oh wait, oh I heard there's a digital coupon. I gotta search for this thing, and you gotta type it exactly what it is, otherwise it's not gonna find it. It's
Yeah.
gonna take forever to load. So now you're just wasting time sitting there trying to get this coupon that they could
Yep.
have just put it on a flyer at the front of the store.
Yeah. Or just, just give me the price. Give me the price. Fix it on the back end. I don't know what you do. Make magic. Just why are you making me work? It's the same thing as like the self checkout. Like, stop making me work.
Self checkout. I got that Denzel attitude. I'm leaving here with something. Don't have me check out. Don't have me self check out because I ain't come here to work. All right, don't have me self check out.
Also,
Was it that
also
Bernie
a
Mac
slide
stick?
against
That's the one you
Kroger.
gonna pull up short.
Also, a slide against Kroger. Worst self checkout on the planet
Yeah,
because like they think you're stealing every single item.
every time. Like, really? Yes, I came here to rob you of grapes.
Yeah. The extra gum at the counter.
Oh my gosh, no, I can't. I
Put it in
can't
the
do it.
bag. I'm sorry that it's so small that you can't weigh it. Like, I'm sorry I'm holding 2 things in my hand to efficiently scan stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking of robberies, major corporations keep getting hit. I feel like we're going to see this in a couple of years on American Greed somewhere. First, it was the 12 tons of chocolate from Kit Kat.
Yeah.
They still haven't found it, but I'm telling you, come Halloween, we gonna know. But they had the great baby back rib robbery from Shake Shack. They got hit for 3,000 cases of baby back ribs. And coincidentally, I'm doing a special on baby backs this week.
It's the only way you can afford to actually cook baby backs.
I know. So see me at our new pop up this weekend.
Like ribs, and more
Baby
ribs.
backs are back.
Exactly. In my head, all I envision is like the first Fast and Furious movie when they were actually stealing. Like I envision that happening. Like they blew off the hinge and they took the whole truck because
That's
3,000
crazy.
cases is absurd.
I can't even picture what that looks like.
What average
3,000
case? Let's
cases.
call it average case 60 pounds on the
Yeah.
low end.
It's an average case of pork ribs is about 45, I would say 45 to 48.
Let's go 45 on that.
Mm-mm.
Just to play around with it. 135,000 pounds of pork ribs.
That should be the headline. That number grabs. Oh my goodness. All the people out here starving and you done stole some ribs. Like, be Robin Hood.
Man, I'd be over there like Bumpy Johnson slinging out slabs of ribs.
You'll never see them coming. You'd wake up, it'd be like Easter morning.
For the whole
Everybody gets a
community.
rib.
Get pulled over by the cop. Hey, take these 6 slabs back to the family. Tell your mom
Yeah.
to hate for me. I'm out there. I'm out there. Rib man. Hey, that's me.
Man,
I don't
3,000.
condone it. I don't condone it, but I understand.
3,000 K. That's 3,000 K. 3,000 cases.
Yeah. That's an inside job.
That is,
That
yeah.
is an inside job. Damn what you heard. That is somebody over there eating real good. I'm getting
Mhm.
2 hella deep freezers and I'm just chilling.
And what do you do with all that? That first of all, you gotta have some structural backbone to even deal with 3,000 cases of ribs. That's like government level.
That's or one quinceanera, whichever one works out.
You know what? Hey, sometimes it be your own people.
It's actually just Robert De Niro's character from The Irishman. He did it.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Knocking everything back. I
He
love
has a
it.
bunch of wise guys. He can sell a bunch of pork ribs too.
He's a friend of the family. We know a guy. It's like, oh, all right, cool. Let's get it. Let's move. But
Hmm.
with just keeping on with the tails here, um, beef is obviously out because nobody can afford the damn thing. Beef is not for dinner; it's for a special occasion.
So your
Maybe,
anniversary.
maybe if
Hey,
you're lucky, you're gonna get some meat.
Kroger got it $3.99 a pound. What you talking about?
Yeah. That horrible image,
But it's boneless. But it's boneless. That's
boneless.
the one thing I want to. Yeah. When did that happen? Like wait, like when did like no one's ever bought a bone-in brisket.
Yeah,
No one's ever done it. It's not in the history. So why are we suddenly calling it boneless?
no marketing,
That's awesome.
marketing. I
Like
really
no,
don't know.
maybe it's a Fruit of the Loom thing where the cornucopia was there and wasn't, or maybe it's like the Bernstein and like it's always been boneless. But I
This
swear to God, I've only seen the boneless thing in like the last 6 months.
I got receipts from back when I used to get it for 149. Ain't no was never said boneless on there.
Yeah, yeah.
It's current
Show me a
marketing.
place that's selling bone-in brisket.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say if a bone-in brisket is maybe a little cheaper because they don't have to.
No, I mean, go look up the YouTube video of someone cooking a bone-in brisket. It's impossible to eat, and there's no reason to even do it.
I don't get it.
Man, that is.
I don't understand. I truly don't. They're just it's a whole everything. Um,
Sorry, that was my one thing I wanted to add because it just triggered me that I saw the word boneless on there.
no, that's a fair response, brother. That's
It
a fair
really
response.
is. Especially if you just know. Like,
Yeah, it's a whole or a flat. It's a packer or a flat.
That's all
I
it
like.
is.
I mean, yeah, like I don't even understand the term decal off half the time now.
It's marketing. It's all
Yeah.
marketing. Fugazi is imagining numbers.
Yeah,
Uh,
I
there's
was.
probably a reason that like wholesalers label or packers label it decal off. There's probably like a very intricate detail on why
mhm.
that one happened. I just noticed it from like going into different company or like going and sorting like brisket prices and seeing the different ways they have it. And I kept seeing decal off. I was like, what? Like I've never even like, yeah.
Uh, well, a hard shift because you're wearing the hat. It only seems fitting. Somebody, I'd like to first off, I'd like to say that I was proud of my boy on his most recent video with Ants Barbecue Stories because he was talking his shit. He was fresh shaved. He had that 2 guard on the side. Was rocking his hat like how Ti used to do back in the day, rubber band man
Not
style.
intentional. Not intentional.
Uh, but I watch it. I was like, you talk your mother, boy. Hey, but tell us about Ant Stories, the impact, and if you guys haven't seen it yet, you most certainly need to go check it out.
Okay. It's gonna be kind of a two-parter.
Hit 'em.
Um,
Yeah.
like the biggest thing with like something like going on YouTube, whether it's Ant Story, and then another, I want to bring up another example that just recently happened with a couple of pizza places because the Barstool Pizza reviews, um, they're doing a better. like people from outside our state are doing a better job talking about the food in our state
Mm.
than like a lot of like Rough Draft has given us really nice coverage. There's been other stuff, um, but like the way that food is written about in Atlanta and Georgia is very lacking, I would say, compared to say New York, Texas, the Carolinas, California, Chicago. So getting um, visibility for a customer base is like really difficult. Um,
That's there.
Ant's videos changed that overnight completely. It's going from, we were doing a really good week, we might do 1,800 to $2,000
Okay.
to immediately having 250 people lined up before 12:30. Um,
Nice.
and having to transition to from doing an $1,800 week the week before to like trying to project and gamble that we could cook $4,200, $4,300 worth of food and that we were going to sell it because we don't know if people are going to show up.
Right.
Like it's still like even though the video is released on Monday, even though there's people watching it, even though we're getting more following, there's really no way to track how that translates to a business without seeing it firsthand. Um, so it's really crazy, and so it's informing people that we exist.
Mhm.
Because I can't tell you how many people still like, oh wait, they're not at Owens and Hull anymore. Owens and Hull isn't Owens and
Yeah.
Hull anymore. Owens and you know, like just
Yeah.
didn't know.
Just the
Uh,
YouTube comments. If you read the YouTube comments, so many of them were like, "This is 5 minutes from me," or "I live at the apartments on the way here," or "I passed this place on my way." We're like, there was a lot of that.
I mean, we had a sign out that let people know, like on the street to the brewery. We're doing our social media. We have a website. We have a Google listing that lists when we do service, like with a map to the location. And getting people to know is still really, really hard. And it's like, yeah, we're a little bit out of the way, but we're not in the middle of nowhere. Like, like that's right off of Collier, right off of Chattahoochee Avenue, not far off of 75. Uh, it's super easy to get to. Um, I mean, it changes the way you have to kind of run a service because all of a sudden you go from maybe you have 15 to 20 people lined up, right, kind of when you open through your busy period at any time to having, a couple hundred. And you got to communicate to them like, hey, based on where you are in line, we're probably not going to have this stuff. Because you don't want people wasting or I say wasting time, but you want to inform people so they can make an educated decision. Be like, hey, like I really came for this item. I'm not going to get it. I'll probably get a chopped beef sandwich or a pulled pork sandwich, but that's not what I came for. Or, I might not get that. So do I want to wait? Um, it's a really interesting kind of transition because the one thing that we are constrained by right now at Misfits is we have one 500-gallon smoker. Um, there is only so many ribs and turkey and pork steaks we can cook Saturday morning before service because we have about a 6 to 7 hour cook before service starts. Um, that stuff, like, there is a capacity issue. We can maybe finagle around and change the way we cook some beef cheek stuff to up those proteins and kind of rotate that because of the way that the nature of how beef cheeks cook. But we really can't uh, overnight just up the capacity. One of the pizza places I was talking about, Baby Blue, over near me in Chamblee, great Buffalo style tavern pizza place. You know, they've been open 3 months. They have a trailer outside of their Blue Top restaurant, and they have one pizza oven. All right,
Wow.
they could make
Okay.
100 doughs a day and cook that many doughs a day just with their space. Yeah, they're selling. They'll open at noon, stop taking orders about 12:30, open again at 2, and then be all of their orders are filled by 2:33 right
Whoa.
now. They just got a new oven, so they are expanding and adding stuff. But it was a 3-man team, like
Yeah.
outputting pizza. I was lucky enough to go maybe a week and a half before that video dropped, before Dave Portnoy came through. It's really good pizza. Like it is the tavern style slate crust, James. So,
Nice.
yeah. But you can't just like transition to being able to handle a basically 4 to 5x in demand overnight. I just did another pop up. Um, we we took over a space, Lefty Leaves, so we had access to a fryer, we had access to an oven, we had access to a flat top to cook burgers and stuff. So we laid out a menu, and we were like, okay, well, we don't want to have too many things on the fryer. We know. I did it with It's Mighty Han, so Fu Mao's son. We've done a couple pop ups, and I was like, we're probably going to get slammed. And if you go to any restaurant and they open at 5, and 80 people show up wanting to order right there, you're not all those people are not going to get their food instantaneously. It takes time to take the order, to cook the food. There's only so much food we could cook with the space we have. um, so I mean, people left comments that it was chaotic and that we sold out in 45 minutes and that we were wholly unprepared. There are some items that we have 25 of. Like we did a platter with some ribs and some Taiwanese smoked fried popcorn chicken and a Taiwanese sausage, and then like a play, kind of a play on a poutine with this Luro fawn gravy, pork gravy, belly rice, or instead of over rice, it was over cheese fries. Um, so we have 25 of those that we can sell. People are going to
Right.
order that. So if the first 25 people in line are going to get that,
Yeah.
so you can't be mad that we're going to sell out after that. Like the thing about pop-ups especially is we don't have a secondary service. We can't roll any leftovers into something. We don't have the storage for that. Um, and we don't have the like we're literally not open the next day to try and buy extra things. It's like, cool, we'll buy extra fries because we could still sell them tomorrow, or we'll buy extra of this because we could sell it tomorrow. We don't have that. Um, so pop-ups, and especially barbecue, is you are gambling with the turnout. You were like trying to like do projections, and like Misfits, yeah, like I have projections from Owens and Hull as a restaurant. I have projections from Secret Pint as a pop-up. People aren't familiar with those brands, or those brands that may be coming to Misfits now. Uh, but I can't use those projections to project what Misfits is doing. I can only use the previous week and the previous month and what that data has been telling me.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and especially since like we had this break planned, it's been planned for 6 months. It just lined up to where Ant had to release the video right before went on break. It just happened that way. We didn't want to have leftover food because Tyler's in Japan for 2 weeks. I was going to be gone on a trip for 2 weeks. That fell through, so I just filled it with some pop up stuff. And then our help Justin, it was his birthday week, so he was hanging out in New Orleans and eating up and have a good life. I had jury duty. um, but like you definitely don't want leftover food going into something like that where you're not going to be cooking for 2 weeks. Like if you have leftover food, you got to figure out a service on how to use it or how to back seal it and preserve it. And even then, you want to try and use that within a couple weeks. You don't want it sitting in your freezer or like in your commissary's freezer space for a month, month and a half.
Or you could just sell that bad meat.
Oh yeah, yeah. Just leave it out and then sell it afterwards. So like,
Yeah. Yeah.
one of the things we've been talking about, people are waiting in line. People in Georgia aren't necessarily familiar with line culture as they are in Texas or in the Carolinas, really. Um, so we were talking about like, is there an avenue where we go pre-order only? Like as a pop-up, you can't do pre-orders and take orders at the same time. It just doesn't work. It's kind
A
of an
different
all or
way.
nothing. Yeah,
Hmm.
because you would basically have to have a second like a second Alto Sham just to hold the pre-order meat, so you're not going into those things. Right now we have one Alto Sham, we have a couple of powered cameras, but we haven't been making enough money to justify buying more equipment. That's the other issue. It's like we don't have the bankroll to just turn out overnight and go to like, okay, we need to go get another smoker. And cool, oh, by the way, a smoker is going to take what's the shortest time on a smoker now, Rasheed? Probably 6 months, maybe. Yeah,
Like if you're
maybe.
lucky.
Everywhere I know right now is shortest 12.
Yeah.
I've got
So
favors I can phone in to get to beat that, but that is the shortest I know of right now is 12 months.
So we're at capacity with the for the demand we have. Like the demand far outweighs our capacity. We can't increase our capacity in any meaningful time frame. This is not something you can just go get a couple grills and cook to order. Like, if I wanted to cook extra ribs, I would have to get to. I usually leave round trip about 7 or 8 on a Friday, and I'm back the next day by 4 or 5 p.m. Or sorry, 4 or 5 a.m. I would have to be back at midnight to do the first round of ribs, and then throw on a second round of ribs that might get done in time for service. I'll probably still be monitoring them as we're getting ready, but like I gotta have the pit clear by about 11:15, 11:30 anyway, so we can get all the sausage on and cook that. Uh, yeah, it's uh, it's an interesting, like it's a good place to be because you want to have the demand where you know you could sell out and you know you could cook capacity, but you want to serve as many people as you can, and you want to make as many people happy or as you can, and you want people to like people are driving from 2 3 hours away.
Sure.
Like that's a huge time commitment, and you like it means a lot, and you want to respect that they took the time out of their day to plan and do that. Um, but like it's an interesting crossroads for sure. It's the realities of it. Like, but honestly, Ant is one of the best people. You did the interview with him. Um, he's the sweetest guy. His family is wonderful. Um, and the stuff he does and the level of production and the quality of what he puts out is really extraordinary.
Yeah. I can't wait to share that interview. It was a good one, like an hour and change. We got deep. He was like, I didn't expect for it. It's like, oh yeah, yeah, we get deep over here. Um, but no, it's speaking on that same vein, right? It's and that's I discussed this with Bates and a lot of the other guys that were visited by Vaughn. You know, it is hard to flex up overnight, but this is sort of what you want to see. But you've got to also prepare, and I saw you guys have done that with the post about order for Fourth of July. Get your orders in
Yeah.
now.
The
I will
briskets. Yeah.
I will backpedal a little bit to address the whole pre-orders only. As I was tapering myself out of the circuit, I was just pre-orders only. And another example of pre-orders only working was, my man 100 gram B, Brian Furman, when he was doing his pop-ups during COVID. I think this is like 21, 22 is when I was helping him with a couple of pop-ups. It was all pre-orders. Like he wasn't doing any live sales. And I mean, these were hundreds and hundreds of people there strictly on pre-orders alone. Like they were just,
Wow.
that's all we were doing. We were cutting, boxing, and cool. What's the order? Cool. We were just running through those. And he did it in pickup slots. Like, hey,
Hmm.
A through H, your pickup time is 11 to 1. Boom, boom, your pickup time is 1:30 to 3. Done. It's like if you ain't get your pickup in that time, you got to wait for the next section. And when it's done, that's it. Then only then would he sell off, I believe, the pre-orders if they never came and got it. But yeah, it was 100% pre-order run, and it alleviated so much stress for him. He knew exactly how much to make. He was able to increase his profits, and he knew there was exact what's going out right then and there. Done, done, and done. Um, but I definitely think when you guys are doing certain things. What is it? 4th of July. Then we got Labor Day. Then you head into the holiday season and stuff like that. But I personally loved doing pre-orders on my way out. Also, meat was literally less than half of what it is right now when I was doing it.
Yeah.
Um, so that's a whole thing. And I saw something that was so disparaging online. Like it was someone talking about like a $60 barbecue plate. Like I would never. I was like, see, you're the problem. You just don't even understand. Because there's a guy in Texas, not Roslers, but it starts with an R. They just did an interview on CBS Good Morning, and he's telling people like it's known every brisket order that goes out costs him money. Like he loses money every order.
Mm-hmm.
That there's no break even, that they're trying to, hey, try the turkey, try this, try that. So my question on here, I probably should have worded it better. But it's saying, do barbecue menus need to go abroad in order to save? And what I mean by that is, do we need to go abroad in the sense of getting creative with the offerings, if we're doing something with like a more Eastern type flair, or what have you, because the portion sizes are typically smaller and
Mm-hmm.
the flavors are bolder, and that offering will allow something to yield far more. Like while I was in Memphis, I did brisket, but I wasn't doing it our traditional way. I was shaving that bad boy hella thin. I mean,
Yeah.
Bible paper, quick turn and skewering it, flash smoke and fire, meat on a stick. And that yielded far more than if I were to take all the time to cook it, smoke it, trim it, all of that jazz. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like our brisket pre-order, which by the way, we haven't sold one yet because it's kind of a sticker shock for
Yeah.
like if people see like so like yeah, you can get a whole pork butt from us for $80. You can get a rack of ribs from us for 40. You can get a whole turkey breast for like 90. Whole brisket from us costs 225, which is still
I mean,
too cheap. Which is still honestly too cheap. I mean,
Yeah.
here's the
You
thing:
get
is
that
like
35 a
a
yeah.
pound.
brisket. Yeah, well, not only that, but like right now they're doing what I like to call heavies. That's kind of it's a term within the industry of the sizing of the brisket. Usually the sweet spot for brisket is you want to find something between 12 and 15 pounds. Good
Mm-hmm.
luck finding something under 16 at a Sam's right now.
They're doing
Uh,
16s and 18s right now. I'm like, who's buying this?
well,
Right.
not only that, like, and those are the small ones. Like they're going up to 22 and 20, like 22 and 24, like pounds, which is more fat that you have to trim off,
Mhm.
more
Yeah.
waste.
Yep.
There's the intermuscular fat on a bigger brisket doesn't render anywhere near as well. Um, so yeah, you're looking at like, oh man, $225 for a brisket. That brisket's costing us anywhere between 90 and $120 straight up before we do anything to it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so what is my, it's gonna, would you say 20 hours of labor to produce a brisket? Is that,
Yeah. That's
yeah, 20.
fair. That's
Okay.
fair. Yeah.
And then a brisket cook is
Which is
probably going to
principally
use, yeah, about what, 40 to $50 worth of wood, especially
Yeah.
since wood prices have gone up. It's going to use a lot of pepper, which is the most expensive spice right now on the planet. Like
which
again,
has also
pepper is
gone up.
$1 an ounce. I'm sorry, like the people that are like dump like no, no, like we talked about the love of Matt Pittman. He does great spices, but the people that go on YouTube and dump, honey hog and holy cow and carnivore black seasoning, and they're all $15 bottles, and they all just run through them, and they don't calculate. Oh, hey, you just used $45 of spices on your
Mm-hmm.
brisket.
On one brisket.
Um, yeah.
Yeah.
So like 225 for a whole brisket that you don't have to do anything to is kind of a steal. No offense.
Yeah.
You don't
I
have you
look
don't
at
have
it
to
this
like
way.
you don't
That's $10 an hour almost that I just saved you, versus for
Mm-hmm.
you to have to do it and it not get messed up.
Yeah. It's not you're getting it for this price. We're saving you this.
Yeah.
You
We're
were saving you
and,
saving
and
you.
time.
again we're selling it for less than we still should because the bare minimum a food item it should be bare minimum is 3x cost. So we're only at maybe 2.3, 2.4x cost on that brisket. So yeah, I mean that's why we don't cook brisket. Like the only time you're gonna get brisket is if you do a catering order from us or if it's a holiday. And the other thing, like with our cooking capacity, is our July 4th pre-orders. They're all chilled, so I can cook it that week. You're picking it up on July 3rd. You can take it to wherever you're going, and you can heat it up when you're ready to celebrate July 4th. With our line and everything, I don't want people coming in to pick up bulk orders on July 4th. That is crazy for a pop up.
No,
Mm-hmm.
I've
Yeah.
done
You
it.
certainly can't do both.
Don't definitely
Base.
10 out of 10 don't recommend.
No.
I mean, like I know you said going abroad. I think we got a lot of shade for, Little Ryan Lewis East, a lot of those comments. Ant did mention that I talked about Leroy and Lewis and Goldie's quite a bit. Like I think our barbecue is kind of a love child. That's like where we take a lot of inspiration from me cooking, with the Goldies guys and taking their class, and with Leroy and Lewis with all of the content they put out, whether it was their Patreon during COVID, their YouTube channel, now the cookbook. They've really put that information out so people could learn. They do a class where they teach you how to do all this stuff. It's not like they're trying to hide it. They want people to go and and do it and spread it abroad.
Yeah.
Like we don't have brisket to do ground smoked brisket burgers. So they're doing a flat iron cut, but you have to flat irons. If you buy the whole flat iron, super expensive. The cheapest way to get it is if you trim it out of a shoulder clod. Our mutual friend Ted happened to be in New Orleans, and he went to a burger spot that was using shoulder clod as their burger grind. So instead of doing going abroad, using cuts that aren't in style to do different things. So, okay, if you just use brisket for ground meat, what do you think your yield's going to be?
Oh my God.
90% because you won't use all the fat?
No, it's still probably 70%, right? Because the hard fat you can't use, and the
Because
deckle fat.
for me, I'm using the hard fat for tallow, so that's what I'm going with it. Using that for tallow and render that down and do some fries with it. I just did some uh, um, tallow waffle fries and brisket in Utah, so I would
Okay.
push it to almost 90%, honestly. But that's me.
Well, okay, take the tallow part out of it. I'm just talking about usable meat.
But then yeah,
Okay.
probably 70 to 80. Yeah.
80 on a really high, and I was saying 65 to 70 probably conservatively. Like a shoulder
That's
clod for
fair.
usable meat is about 92 to 95%.
So you're for usable meat, but also for percentage yield, as far as you might get 70%. You're saying same if you're doing typical smoked, but if you're doing a grind for like a smash burger,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you can go to town.
We're
Drop
doing
that little tallow down there, 2 4-ounce patties, boom, let it ride all day.
Yeah, I mean, we're probably going to try and do a smoked smash burger. Shout out to Amir of Redbird Barbecue. There's kind of the first person I saw cold smoking the balls and then doing a smash burger with it. But
I
we're
cold
also
smoke my
doing the
balls all the
Leroy
time.
and Lewis style. Yeah, the Leroy. What are you saying? Oh, sorry. What was you two?
I said I cold smoke my balls all the time.
Okay, yeah, okay,
Little
fair enough.
applewood chips. Little,
I was
Look,
waiting for it.
if I didn't drop a euphemism in the episode, it's not
yeah,
an episode. But we're also
we change,
doing
but we stay the same.
we're also doing the Leroy and Lewis style 8-ounce, thick boy smoke burger with the shoulder clod. And so yeah, you can one shoulder clod that cost us $90 yielded a flat iron that we could use to service, which we got 8 to 10 a la carte portions out of it. That is like a cherry on top. But we also got 39 burgers, like half-pound burgers, out of a cut that only cost us, $130.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's about getting creative. It's about I'll be going back out to Utah because we've got this big project we'll be bringing out there and working on. And a big motivator, a big aspect of that project is how creative can we be with minimal materials and minimal tools to offer so much. And I can't wait to start sharing it with the audience more. But yeah, the way times are right now, you really do have to get a bit more innovative with things. I believe at this rate, what was the last Business Insider report? A barbecue restaurant is closing once a week now.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That is wild. That's crazy.
Wild.
I was thinking about your abroad comment, and the first thing I thought of was serving sizes,
Mm.
and will Americans accept this smaller serving size because they're already mad. We talk about shrinkflation all the time and how things are changing, but if you purposely make it that way. I think the American people won't take that. Like they're so used to barbecue being plentiful and you get a tray and a plate and meats and things like that. But you pare it down, we'd have to call it something else.
But so here's my question in the audience. I'd love for you guys to email us, let us know at thisweekinbarbecue@gmail.com or comment on this clip out. Why is it our responsibility though? Literally everyone else has done it. From
Yeah.
Domino's to Papa John's to Chipotle, everyone has literally scaled down their offering and increased the price. People are still doing it. But when the small mom and pops do it, we're the ones that get so much shit, so much negative attention, so much like, what are you doing? This isn't what it used to be. How could you ever?
Yeah.
I stopped messing with Chick-fil-A months ago because I got tired of playing hide and go seek with the titty meat. Like, where is my meat? It's a magic trick. I'm from the days where the meat was protruding out of the buns. Like you
Off the side of the
couldn't even know
bun.
the buns was coming in there. Now you open that
Yes.
container like, hey, okay. When the pickles are bigger than the portion of chicken, we got problems here, right?
We do have a
But
problem.
back to the app issue. The only way to get Chick-fil-A chicken sandwiches, you got to order from the app. You got to order in a pickle so you get a fresh
Gotta get a
fillet.
fresh one. Gotta get a fresh one. But everyone else I'm watching things shrink. Cereal boxes are smaller and they're costing more. Coke cans, like I don't know if you've seen that. And I can't tell last time I had a soda because I don't know if you realize your boy's down 30 pounds. So you see me in person. I'm footloose and fancy free around here. But they're getting skinnier and taller, and the serving sizes are smaller, but they're costing more. Everything is costing more. I went into a Five Guys in Utah. I went right back out. I was like, I don't even need to be eating this anyway. I was starving, and my fasting window had opened, and I went and I was like, I don't sell enough barbecue for that. Went right back out. There's just no way, right? So
Yeah, that's right.
everywhere else gets to shrink, but if we try to adapt to survive, we end up like Harp, where people want to rush in the last day, like, oh, I used to. Then where the hell have you been?
Right.
We're going to go the way of the dinosaurs if something doesn't change very, very soon. And it doesn't look like it because it's only projected to get worse as we get closer and closer towards the holiday. And this war that's not a war ain't over yet. So gas prices are going to keep raising. So that means meat prices are going to keep raising, which means labor isn't going to go up anywhere. And we're just going to keep getting hurt. If you guys happen to have for no particular reason, just have some ski masks because I heard about some chicken breast shipments.
Be like, I got the route that Steak could share. Or what's it? Who's?
Yeah, I'm just saying, man. I
the
keep seeing this one Walmart truck, and I know we can get them. Right? Just pull off the whip real quick.
Man,
that's what it's come to.
Times are bad when Five Guys gets rid of their only value and they don't dump the fries in the bag anymore.
Yeah, they definitely don't dump. They used to give you that cup with the heavy scoop.
Yeah,
I was like, here you go. I'm like, where's my scoop?
I missed the heavy scoop.
Where's my scoop?
Turn your bag all greasy.
You be happy. Now you walk out of Five Guys with a clean paper bag. That's how you know times are hard.
Yeah, right.
You are
absolutely right. Absolutely right, man.
What do you got to wrap up for us, B?
I mean, like I kind of went over everything. I think James said something about a barbecue midlife crisis, though.
The midlife crisis. Oh my goodness. So I was thinking about this the other day because I just got a garage full of stuff, and I'm wondering at what point do we stop buying barbecue equipment and start buying happiness? You know what I mean?
It's the same thing, brother.
What are you talking about, man? Listen,
I'm never happier than when I get me a new grill. I just put a new grill together today. I just put together. I got this Even Embers 48-inch with the swivel arms. I just put that bad boy together today.
Listen, man,
brought me a fire after this. What you mean?
the journey is always the same. It's just like, oh, I just need a little something simple. A new spatula, or a new apron, or a good set of gloves. Then you turn around, and 3-4 years later, you got a drawer full of thermometers and gloves, and
Brother, as long as you ain't over there with the Wolverine claws, I don't see what the problem is.
now you got to
I
get
think
those.
what you need is your boy Sheet. I know I've been on the road. I'm gonna slide through. We're gonna have a little sip of brown water, and we're gonna put some of them things to use. Because right now you sounding crazy. Like I don't even know. I feel like we need an intervention because I don't like this type of talk.
No, no, no. I'm just saying, there's a fine line between collecting and hoarding. That's all I'm saying, man.
It's cheaper than a class. It's all of this is still cheaper than one classic car. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, and I don't know. It's just,
I think it's cheaper than Pokemon cards now too.
or maybe it's just me because, just, maybe I just have a impulse control problem or something like that, where I'm just, you know,
No, I think what it is for me, and this is just being honest. I've got a variety of things because most trips aren't always the same. Right, like
sure.
we were just talking about, I was up in Utah cooking at 7,000 and 10,000 feet. I need different gear than if I'm going to Texas.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean,
Absolutely.
right? Like, and if you're going to go do a pop up, you need a whole different range of
Set
equipment
up.
than
Oh,
if you're going to go
absolutely.
do a catering event.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think sometimes it may not be you have too much. Maybe you just need to increase pardon me, increase the selection of cooks you're doing.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. But there's always something. Like I just put the whole backyard together because I've been on the road. So I got my kettles lined up. I got my Kamado styles lined up. I got my open fire rigs lined up. I'm over here with them. Like everything's getting a nice burn in and ripping and running through. But when I need, or I just want to knock this out, cool. Let me pull one of the kettles out. It's just a burger, small kettle. Great. I got a butt and time. Bet. Let me get the big one out. Things like that. And for us, it's honestly practice. Like that's how
You
we
know what?
stay on top of it.
Yeah.
That's genuinely how I'm always doing this. Like,
Yeah.
we were able to bust out a couple cases of ribs up in Utah, but
Yeah.
got to stay on top of that. I think I had 4 rigs running. I had an Oklahoma Joe, I had 2 Webers, I had a pizza oven going there. I had all types of stuff running because we were serving leg of lamb, chicken thighs, steaks, tomahawks, ribs, all these things. And we've got to know how to conduct that orchestra because I can promise you, not everyone does.
Yeah, this is true.
Not everyone knows how to juggle that. So I think do a couple fires on there, burn on there, and the Titans easing back onto the circuit too. This ain't the time to get rid of stuff you need. That's for sure. You don't want to buy,
Or maybe I just want to go out and buy new stuff.
then get that. Get an organizer. Get a nice shelf for the thermometers. Put them in a bin. See what's running. Check the batteries. Stuff that ain't working. Do a little spring clean. Any of
That
the
sounds
gloves that got holes in them, cool. Chuck them. Get some new ones.
that sounds like a lot of work. I need an assistant.
Man,
Is the fourth
we
thermometer
got
just because
Gabby
you were
for a little bit,
upgrading?
so put her to work.
Would you say?
Is the fourth thermometer just because you were upgrading, or is it because you're like me and you misplaced them?
Please, a little bit of both.
Honestly, I have multiple thermopens, and I think I have 3 of those hat lights because I've misplaced those things. I don't know how many times.
They're probably still on a hat somewhere.
I know, right?
Yeah, or they slipped in the couch as I was taking a nap,
Yeah,
like in the middle of the cook.
mine usually gets wrapped up in a do-rag somehow and like behind a couch cushion.
Yeah, exactly.
Bald man with a do-rag. Before we cut out of here, fellas, tell the people what's coming up and where they can find you, what you got going on.
You started,
well,
James.
well, I was gonna say I am kind of keeping a little project I got going on, but more to come.
Okay.
Yeah, I got some things in the hopper, but certainly more to come. Thinking about coining small batch barbecue. How about that?
Small batch, big backs.
Yeah, small batch, big backs.
Or big backs, small batch.
See, there you go.
Yeah, there you
Listen,
go.
we gotta become inventive.
Get it
So
all three
we can
ways.
attract people.
Get it all three ways. I'm with it.
Trademark this as soon as it's over because
Immediately.
someone's going to take it. Yeah.
The episode airs tomorrow at 5 a.m. So not put it in
Yeah.
before that.
Yeah. You need that website now. Like you should be
Exactly.
Yeah,
telling
right.
people to
Get the
GoDaddy right
domain.
now.
Get the domain. What about you, B? What you got cooking?
First of
You got
all,
a
I
lot
just want
coming
to
up. I saw the calendar.
yeah. We got a calendar now.
Yeah.
First of all, like I want to talk about like I was talking about the breakdown of clod. I wouldn't have that information on like the usefulness of a clod or whatever without like reaching out to people like Cole Parkman, who was at the Roy and Lewis, is now back at Truth, and he does his own like old school Texas barbecue thing. So just want to give him a shout out. He took some time and broke down the way to use a clod and what to look for and everything. So that was really awesome. But yeah, like I'm traveling for once. I'm going to Anderson, South Carolina this week. Gonna go
I know
hang out with
somebody in
Dylan.
Anderson.
Yeah, gonna go hang out with Dylan at Fort Grove Barbecue and have some specials up there on
Okay.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I think we
Nice.
might be bringing the Waffle House link up there.
Ooh,
I
nice.
like
Yeah.
that. I like
And
that.
then we resume our Saturday service at Round Trip on 6/20. So
Okay.
I know people are like still showing up on Saturdays, wondering where they are. They had to put a sign up that said we're not there, even though we try and give out the information. But yeah, we're back on 6/20.
Gone
That's
fishing. Be
awesome.
back soon.
Yeah, be back
Right.
soon. Yeah.
No,
A little
taking over
Elden
here.
Ring.
No, I like that. I like that. Okay. Heck yeah, man. Shout out to the guys. You're going up Saturday. How long is it? What's the drive from here? What's that? 6?
For Anderson, for me, it's like maybe 2 because I'm
Really?
right on 85. Wow. Yeah, Anderson is before you get to Greenville.
That's
It's just
right.
straight up 85. Yeah, Anderson is near Clemson.
Okay. Yeah. Might
Yeah,
hit the
yeah.
track.
So
Let's see what we can make happen, Captain.
What about you, Sheet?
it's actually probably closer for you, Sheed. Maybe an hour and a half.
Right.
What month are we in? We're in June? Where am I? Yeah.
It's already July.
It's almost, jeez.
Damn near.
July, I'm all over the place. July, I'm in Chicago with our boy Blake for Windy City. Then I'm back out in Utah. But for June, your boy's going to be over at FIFA next week.
Nice.
I'm one of the selected cats to go out there, so I'll be able to catch one of the matches. So looking forward to that. This barbecue thing's an amazing thing, right? So going to be reported on that. I'm not. I got a couple embargoes as far as what I can say right now, but I'm looking forward to that aspect of it. Just a lot of more travel, just a lot more travel, a lot more cooks. The Curry Boys and I. This is way ahead. But we're going to be doing a weekend pop-up collab in September. So the dates for that will be announced really soon. Sadly, family reunion was canceled this year. But it's wild because the 1 year that I'm not going into it completely beaten up, it's the year it gets canceled. So I'm like, okay, my armor is still fairly intact. So I don't need like the replenishment to heal myself this year.
Yeah.
I'm doing that. So that since that's not happening, I will be moving around a fair bit. But we're putting on a hell of a show in Chicago for Windy City, so come out for that Wednesday through Sunday. Lots of good grub. Bringing the jerk, bringing the heat, and definitely bringing the jerk for the Curry Boys collab. Had a ball with them. Got their book. They signed it. Can't wait for you guys to see all the dope things coming from there. And I will be in town while Evan is here, so I'm hoping I can catch him, but I feel like Atlanta's going to be a zoo. Like, I don't know what it's going to be because a lot of the places where the matches are happening, hotels haven't sold like they thought. Like, it's like
it is weird. Yeah.
It's very negative. So I'm going to try to get out, probably end up Ubering to the pop-up there. But I'm going to chat with you guys to see if we can all link up. But yeah, man, just working, grooving. We're plotting. This is very early, but boy, we got a hell of a UK tour set up for next year in the works. So yeah, some fun stuff in the pipeline, fellas. Fun stuff in the
Nice.
pipeline.
Nice.
And shout out to, we got a couple things. Susie Bullock announced she's got a new book dropping. Shout out to her. And
Nice.
Pitmasters is back. Sort of, kind of. It's weird new concept thing, but it airs July 13th. I'm not on it. Y'all stop asking me about that. I'm not on it, but I can't say much on it, if that makes sense.
That makes sense.
I'm also not on it.
Yeah, jury duty.
No, actually, yeah, and then that's the jury duty I push back. You know,
Yeah.
at least it only took one day.
Yeah, but it's a lot of fun stuff.
Nice.
And I'm going to put this out now. So if you are listening to this, you're getting a 24-hour head start. We are doing a monster giveaway for Father's Day. We're giving away a brand new Santa Maria grill from Even Embers.
Nice.
We're giving away a copious amount of fuel, lump charcoal and wood from B&B Charcoal. And we're giving away hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars of Wagyu from Booth Creek Wagyu for Father's Day. And I'm giving away one of my knives from my collection. So here's the tip. When we announce it, what people often do is they'll comment once and stop. But what they don't get is we just use this system to run through the post. So the more you comment, here's your tip. The more you comment on the post, it's like getting tickets. The more submissions you have to win this. I think we valued it. It's almost like $2,000 worth of stuff.
Nice.
So the
That's
more
nice
you comment on it, the better your chances are of winning a lot of free Wagyu, a free grill, and all this dope stuff. Like we're adding more and more to the prize. So if you made it this far, that's your hint. You gotta jump start on everybody.
And plus, you already heard us. It's expensive out there. Put in a couple of comments.
Costly. I'm getting ready to go sell some styles on the road right now. I got my Hoochie Daddy shorts on right now. I'm using that extra tallow and I'm greased up.
Yeah.
Hey, small batch butts and thighs.
Hey,
listen, I'm telling you right now.
That's it. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into This Week in Barbecue. We missed you and hope you missed us just as much. I have been your host, still locked and lovely, Mr. Rasheed Philips, and joining me today is Mr.
Bryan Hull.
Still with the question mark. And big sexy himself, Mr.
James Welch.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, if you can do us a favor up there, see that 6-star, you don't see the 6, we'll take 5. And as always, be kind to one another. The world needs it.